Good afternoon. My name is Rosaline McMillan Ajene, and I have been an artist for many, many years. I have taught art at Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive School for more than 10 years. I went away and did art abroad in New York, in Brooklyn College, where I acquired a master's. Before leaving Trinidad, I already had a degree, a BA in art from the University of the West Indies. I also went to Mausaka Teachers College, where I got an A, or distinction, in art. When I was young, my parents did not encourage me in art, but I persevered in that field because I really loved it. Right now, I have begun a gallery on my own with most pieces belonging to myself. There are other pieces belonging to one or two other artists. One is a teacher from Pleasantville, Miss Cooper, and one or two students put in pieces of work. I am interested in the young people. That is one of the reasons why I'm having the gallery, besides displaying my work, that I will be able to encourage them to develop in that field. Without art in the society would not be as rich in culture and other information. Continue. Okay. Now, I would like to display my pieces to the general public because I am always painting. I love to paint and do other artwork as well. So I am hoping that my gallery would continue, and not I'm hoping alone. I expect that this gallery will continue for many years, not only for my pieces, but for other artists who are interested and would like to display their pieces. Right now, I have two of my past students exhibiting work in this gallery, and it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure for me. I would like to let some of my pieces be seen. And I am also very pleased with the response I got from the public, in that a few of the pieces were sold today. Of course, the prices were not very high because it is the first day that the gallery opened. And I wish that the public would take good advantage of this benefit.
Okay, Rosalie, the piece in the background seemed to have been inspired by rock painting. Could you tell me about this Algeria, Africa?
Well, I'm really interested in African art, and I have seen art from the Benin tribe. But this piece, when I was doing my research in UE, I had to research rock painting. And when I saw this, I realized that the cavemen, and I shouldn't really call them cavemen, these early people were interested in art because this drawing was done on the cave walls in Algeria, in southern Algeria. And I thought I could reproduce some of the drawings, especially where it shows that man was first a hunter. You know, early beginnings. He was a hunter, and how he hunt for his food daily. If you look at this piece, that was actually done by an artist in a cave. You know, it was left there as a record for us to see. So art existed since early times. And they did not only give you they give you it in stages. You get the art in stages. They show you different poses of the man's body. Now we today draw from figures, nude figures. We might get a model to model for us, but they actually draw the figures and the forms, the shape. They use the colors and all of that, so that they were able to express themselves, that we could see today what they were doing. And that is one of the benefits of art, that it tells us about the past and what happened in the past, what was going on in the past. And this is a real benefit to us. And this is since 3000 BC. This was done early as 3000 BC. Put on just turn on everything. The name of this piece is a purple monochrome of a plant in my yard. I like this dashing bush shape of the leaf, and it's done in purple, using mostly purple. Well, purple is a color of blue. So I use blue to intermingle with the purple. Now there's light areas and there are dark areas. And I try to make it semi-abstract, because if you look at it, you notice there is a repetition of the lines all over, and there are other flowers in the yard that I use to improve the piece, like small flowers, but light purple, all mostly purple is the color used in this piece. And it has another piece that agrees with it. So it's a sister piece to this piece here. Right? It's a monochrome in purple. And if you notice the leaves, these leaves are very familiar to most of us in Trinidad. This shape of this leaf. And then the same thing as the other piece, the lines. I repeated the lines all over, repeat the lines, and then you add different decorations in between the lines. So this is a whole monochrome using the color purple. If you watch the whole background, it's done in purple. So it's a monochrome using purple. And as I am always interested in flowers in the garden, it became an easy subject for me, using the purple in the piece. So this piece and this piece, they are sister pieces. Now, talk about this. Now, this other piece at the top here is from the flamboyant tree. It is semi-abstract again, and it is semi-abstract in the same style. Now, this tree, if you watch the leaves, you will recognize the piece, you'll recognize the plant right away. And these are the flowers, and it has different times of the year. This tree is in bloom, and it really attracts everyone, and it lights up the neighborhood. Now, the same way, lines were used to abstract the piece. And you may not see it on the camera, but there are lines in between. Lines of lines in between, just to abstract the whole piece. And it was developed too with the leaves in between the lines. So this is a special piece that was done many years ago when I was teaching at Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive. I started this piece. I stopped, I drew other little pieces, and then I came back to this piece because this is a very large piece. And I did different parts of the plant, not one branch directly, but different parts added on as the years passed. So this is a piece that was done since 99, June of 99. That is, no, continue. This piece is called Tilt Street. If you look at it carefully, you will see it actually, all the streets are crossed each other. There is even a tree. It is abstracted as a tree, an abstract tree, living on Tilt Street, of course. Now, Tilt Street is a picture that is drawn for other persons as well as myself in this country, because many of us has to walk a road where we have to know that everything is not as we desire. Notice how the streets are tilted. Now, I spent time abroad and I experienced situations that were set against me. But I had to go through and walk through Tilt Street. So this is the reason why this piece, although it is in the gallery, I would never sell it. And I would always have it in the gallery just as an example to young people that the road they have to walk, it's not always straight. Everything doesn't come easy. Sometimes the street look tilted. Thank you.
Nobody knows the trouble you've seen.
Nobody knows the trouble you have seen. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, good afternoon. This is my artist student and friend. She's now a student at the Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive School. This is her piece. Come on, I wanted to speak about your piece. It is...
This piece was done for my IA. I'm currently an upper 6 student. And it was done using chalk pastels. Oh my God. Well, I was looking for a piece to do my second piece, and I saw this picture of this model online. And that was what drew me to her. And with the face, I smudged, and the whole body, I smudged. And then the head tie, I used a different technique to get it that look.
Have you got a title for the piece?
The original title was The Head Tie, but we'll call it The Face.
How long it took you to complete this piece?
4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Off and on?
Yeah, I had other pieces working on.
Okay.
I think that's it.
I would like to introduce my other student, another student I had, who has brought in pieces to display here today. And not only did he bring pieces that he did, but one piece he did, but he also brought 2 that his son did. His name is Ronald Gill.
Hi, good day. 2 of the pieces my son did, he could explain it. One is an abstract impression, the other is a still life abstract. So you could see, he will explain it a little bit more.
Okay. Hi, good day. My name is Tyrell Isaiah Gill. I am an abstract artist, and I'm here to talk about my first piece, which I name Anxiety. It really is just it's really just an expression of how I really feel when I'm in a crowd, around a crowd of people, or if I'm nervous or something, or nervous. And the colors I use really just what I associate with anxiety. So the reds are mainly the anxiety, and black is more like the darkness that is around it and what I feel trapped in when I feeling anxious. And the color and the splatter of colors around it is mainly just the confusion I feel sometimes. And there are sometimes where I just really don't really feel much, like I just most of the time it's just something I can't really explain, but it's just feeling, and I just like to paint out my emotions on canvas. So that's really what this piece is about. And I got like some of the style and the technique I use, like the splattering, as you could see. I got the idea from one of Jackson Pollock's paintings. And that's where I really started with this piece. And this piece, which I entitled Homegrown, it's basically a plant, a pomegranate plant that I planted at my home in San Fernando. And it's really not the exact color of the fruit, but just something different. I wanted to try, to see what the fruit would look like with a different shade. So I added different shades and tone states. And the little specks of yellow in between is really just to add to the aesthetic of the entire piece. And it's something that it's a fruit that I really enjoy eating, and I love the fact that I planted it myself and it just grew into something so bright and vibrant, and it gives me joy inside to know that something that I work so hard on is bearing its own fruit. So that's why I really painted this piece and the meaning behind it. So yes, these are my two pieces, and that is what I felt by them. Anxiety and homegrown.
It's a family affair. That was the son, and now it's the father. Thank you.
Pleasantville in the house?
Yes,
Pleasantville. All right. Thanks so much for exhibiting my piece, Miss, because being a former student of Pleasantville, I took a lot of inspiration from nature. Some of my best work are still life. It has been 18 years since I actually took up a brush. This was the first piece in 18 years that I actually started again. And this one I consider this called Evening Shore. And this was actually an image from San Fernando sea line. And in this image, what you could see is the waves hitting the beach. And on the outside of the trees, you see the sunlight breaking through. And it's more of a silhouette texture to the tree itself. And probably some reflection, sunlight falling, reflection in the evening. It's a more still life, supposed to be a calming. I didn't put any focus on one specific item. So it actually keeps your eye moving around the picture just to calm you. Unlike other paintings where they will focus on an image, this just gives you an overview, a background job. It's very simple, and it was just to get back into getting the feel and texture of using the brush, getting brush strokes, getting the realistic style back into it. That's what it is. So this is Evening Show, taken out from San Fernando scenery.
Next one.
Right, that's it. No, that's it, just one.
Many of our pieces here are framed, and most galleries desire to have framed work. This gallery too likes framed pieces rather than unframed pieces. And I am introducing Mr. Jamat Francis, who did a lot of our frames and saved the artists especially the students? Some money, yes. And these are some of his frames that I have displayed here. You know, different types. We have big ones, that he has big ones that actually use a fabric inside. And we have other pieces where you have 2 or so pieces put together. I actually put it out for the other artists to see. So, Mr. Francis, could you say something?
Yes, these frames that I'm here, this frame here that we have here, the color combination is chosen by the person, the artist, but we give advice how to design and decorate these frames and them, right? Okay, so we use different kind of wood, right? It have pine, and we even use cedar and teak. Most of these frames are painted at this point in time, so you cannot see what the original material is like. But it got sofa and hardwood material here. And I believe it.
This is the opening of the home of the artist. And it is a gallery that will be open almost every day. Not on a Monday, because most galleries in Trinidad don't open on a Monday. I am very pleased with and thank all these people here for attending this opening today. And I would like them to know that this gallery is open for them and for their children, especially to make their children learn to appreciate art. Now, I am also saying thanks to my neighbors and my friends because they came in and some people bought pieces. I was very surprised. And I must say that the pieces that I tried to portray the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, was first sold. So we all should keep remembering that. I have to rejoice on that. Yes. So I thank everyone, and I also thank Miss Cooper, Miss Paula Cooper. She's not here at the moment. She left a little early because she had a previous engagement, but she brought in quite a few pieces, and some were small, and they were done with different mediums. Now, there were a lot of mediums used in this in the pieces in this opening today, and I thank the public very much for appreciating the opening and appreciating the presence that art could play in the society and it could play in the children's lives. I thank you very much. So everybody, thanks, 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 thanks.
In closing, could you identify your location and contact details?
All right. In closing, I would like to say that this home of the artist is situated at 317 Rising Court. And my telephone number, the telephone number is 686-7129. That is my cell. And 652-8502. That's my other number. At Palmist. Now, all this is at Palmist in San Fernando. There is another Palmist in Trinidad, but remember this Palmist, it says San Fernando, 317 Rising Court, San Fernando. Thank you.